Hello and welcome to another Top 10 Amazing World video. In today's video, we will be looking at some pretty bizarre hybrid animals that exist in the world today. Although most of the hybrids are the cause of human intervention, there are some in today's list that will definitely surprise you as they can breed in the wild. Make sure you stay until the very end of the video to see one of the most unique and strangest hybrid species in the wild. We promise it isn't one you're thinking of. With that said, here are the most bizarre hybrid animals that actually exist in 2021. Number 10. The Grola Bear. Also known as Pizzly bear, Gisela or Nanulak, this rare hybrid has occurred in both captivity and the wild. They are a combination of a polar bear and a grizzly bear. There may be more of these hybrids in the wild than in captivity. In 2006, the occurrence of this hybrid in nature was confirmed by testing the DNA of a unique-looking bear that had been shot in the Canadian Arctic. The number of confirmed Grola bear has since risen to 8, all of them descending from the same female polar bear. Reports suggest climate change is causing the habitats of these cousins to coincide more frequently. As a result, DNA testing has confirmed many more sightings of the Grola bear. Dr. Brendan Kelly has been studying the hybrid species for some time and believes they did not just come into existence overnight. Dr. Kelly suggests the two bears were in fact one, and over time split in two. He now believes evolution is bringing them back together. Number 9. The Geep. A Geep is a cross between a sheep and a goat. While crossbreeding does sometimes occur in the wild, the offspring are usually stillborn due to their chromosomes. A sheep contains 54 chromosomes, while a goat contains 60. In 2000, a male sheep impregnated a female goat, producing live offspring in Botswana. The hybrid had 57 chromosomes, right in the middle of its parents. The offspring had a coarse outer coat and a woolly inner coat, long goat-like legs and a heavy sheep body. In New Zealand, another male sheep impregnated a female goat, again resulting in offspring with 57 chromosomes. This time the hybrid was shown to be fertile when it mated with a ram. The most recent reported case of live birth of Geep was on a farm in Tabor, Czechia in 2020. Number 8. The Liger. One of the most well-known hybrid animals is a liger. This hybrid animal is a cross between a male lion and a female tiger. The liger is believed to be the largest known cat in the world. Males can reach a length between 3 to 3.6 meters and can weigh close to 1,000 pounds each. To maintain their size and weight, they can consume 50 pounds of raw meat in one meal with little to no effort. Although they are such big cats and packing a lot of muscle, for the most part, these hybrids are laid back and enjoy a swim and play in the water. They have delicate style patterns on tan-colored fur that gradually fade away in different patches. This hybrid is only bred in captivity and does not exist in the wild. That makes sense, their habitats don't overlap in the wild. Only 100 or so ligers exist in the world, 30 of these are in the United States. These animals often suffer from health problems and develop diseases as well as sustaining more injuries than other big cats due to their unnatural existence. Number 7. The Beefalo. The Beefalo is a fertile hybrid between a male domestic cattle and a female American bison. The first hybrid was documented about 250 years ago. The aim of the Beefalo hybrid was to combine the characteristics of both animals for beef production. The Beefalo primarily has the genetics of a cattle. The breed association define a full Beefalo as one with 37.5% bison genetics. The crossbreeding of the bison with domestic cattle has vastly reduced the bison population as most of them now have cattle genes. A USDA study on Beefalo found the meat to be lower in fat and cholesterol, like bison meat, compared to the standard beef cattle. Number 6. The Jaguar. This hybrid comes in the form of a male jaguar and a female lion. They are extremely rare, but unlike some of the other hybrid animals on our list today, they are one of the few that can occur in the wild as their habitats do overlap. A mounted specimen is on display at the Walter Rothschild Zoological Museum, Hertfordshire, England. The Jaguar has the brown color of a lion and jaguar-like rosettes and the powerful build of the jaguar. At Bear Creek Exotic Wildlife Sanctuary in Barrie, Ontario, Canada on April 9, 2006, two Jaguar babies were born. They were born to a black jaguar, Diablo, and a lioness, Lola, who mated unexpectedly. The two cubs were named Jazzera and Tsunami. Although Bear Creek does not breed animals, we imagine it can be difficult to keep such big cats away from one another all the time. Diablo and Lola first made Bear Creek their homes only weeks apart from each other. They were bottle-fed in the same nursery and became the best of friends, and eventually lovers and parents. The two Jaguars are different, with Tsunami possessing the brown color of the lioness with black spots, while Jazzera possesses the darker black color of a jaguar. April 2006 was a cold month and Jaguar had difficulty breathing when she was born. Bear Creek Sanctuary report Lola having abandoned Jaguar, but all's well that ends well. Number 5. The Kama. The Kama was first bred and introduced in 1998 at the Camel Reproduction Center in Dubai. It is a cross between a male dromedary camel and a female llama and was bred to try to create an animal capable of higher wool production than the llama and the size, strength and cooperation of a camel. This hybrid definitely does not exist in the wild, as an adult dromedary camel can weigh up to 6 times as much as a llama. They are bred in captivity. Much like their cousins, the camas are herbivores that eat shrubs and other plants. They can drink large amounts of water at a time and can survive on little or no water for long periods. The first successful Kama showed signs of becoming sexually mature at the age of 4 but was a behavioral disappointment, displaying extremely poor temperament. In 2002, the second Kama was born and by 2008, 5 had been produced. Number 4. The Tiger. The Tiger has the same parents as a Liger but with the parents switched around. The Tiger is a cross between a male tiger and a female lion. This hybrid is less common than its distant cousin, the Liger. Unlike the Liger, the Tiger does not exceed the size of their parent species because they inherit growth inhibitory genes from both parents. They don't show any signs of dwarfism or miniaturization. This hybrid species can weigh about 400 pounds. A male tiger will develop a mane a little later than a lion and will be much smaller and less noticeable. It'll be closer in type to the ruff of a male tiger. The tiger's body is light tan with stripes and a wide underbelly. Along with the mane, the tiger will have spots on its head. As with their cousin, the Liger, tigers are only bred in captivity as their habitats do not cross in the wild. These animals are usually sterile but have been known to mate. Number 3. The Zorse. The Zorse is a cross between a male zebra and a female horse, and it produces an animal that looks more like a horse than a zebra, but one that has stripes. This hybrid is unlikely to be found in the wild, and so far the only known animals are in captivity. Zorses are strong and muscular animals that spend the majority of their lives grazing, and along with the fact that they are known to have better night vision than people, they are known to have an almost 360-degree vision with the exception of a blind spot in front of their nose and directly behind them. The large, pricked ears give it incredible hearing, and their large nostrils mean they also have a keen sense of smell. This hybrid tends to be very healthy and hardy animals that can live to be more than 30 years old. Number 2. The Green Sea Slug. The green sea slug is probably one of the most unusual hybrids on our list. It is a sea slug that takes the genetic material from the algae it consumes. The overall result is a specimen that can consume food like an animal or produce its own nutrients via photosynthesis. They have the ability to turn solar energy into food, which is what gives them the awesome green glow. Since the slug does not have a protective shell or any other means of protection, the slug also uses the green color as camouflage against predators. They are able to blend in with the color of the seabed beneath them, helping them to improve their chances of survival. The green slug are hermaphrodites by nature. Each animal produces both sperm and eggs at the same time. However, self-fertilization is not common within this species. They cross-copulate. After the eggs have been fertilized within the slug, the fertilized eggs are laid in long strings. Number 1. The Holton. Number 1 on our list today is the Holton. It's an extremely rare hybrid that can be found in our oceans and captivity. It is a cross between a female common bottlenose dolphin and a male false killer whale. The first ever recorded Holton was born in a Tokyo SeaWorld in 1981. Unfortunately, he didn't survive more than 200 days. However, the first Holton to survive in the United States was born at Sea Life Park in Hawaii on May 15, 1985. She proved fertile when she gave birth at a very young age. Unfortunately, the calf died a few days later. In 1991, she gave birth again. She cared for the calf but did not nurse it, and the trainers stepped in to nurse the calf. The calf died after 9 years. In 2004, she gave birth for the third time. This time, the calf was nursed and was very playful. Only months after birth, the Holton was the size of a 1-year-old bottlenose dolphin. The 2 Holtons still remain in captivity in Sea Life Park. Which one of these hybrids was your favorite? Let us know down below in the comments, and be sure to like, subscribe and share this video with your family and friends. Also, make sure to check out the channel's other amazing content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.